Why the fuck are you pointing at me? Already! He's just there, he's banged! Who do you think you're, Mick Foley?
Bang!
Right, I'm here. This is The Burning Truth. We've started a little bit different, you know, because every week some plank's old brother opposite me thinks he's Mick Foley going, bang bang, we're on! I can see the red fucking light on there! I am not blind! I may have Stevie Wonder sunglasses with me, but I am not blind.
I have to make sure.
So
I have to make sure.
I'm Nathan Goff. You can find me at The Burning Truth. Someone was hoping for a Twitter handle then, but he isn't getting one.
Damn it!
Damn
it!
Opposite
Damn
me is the plank's old brother. Some say he has an addiction to merch. Others say he's suffering from Nigel McGuinness disease. But all I know is this is the merch old brother. Matt, the bad boy Burns.
You really won't let that drop, will you?
Nope.
Ever.
As you can probably hear, I was about to say see, but you can't see, but you can hear.
Well,
And if I go...
the lack of...
yeah, the lack of hitting material to my right.
And to my left.
It's just space. There is no...
Charles Kelsey this week.
No, he's out wining and dining with kings and queens and probably eating pork and beans tomorrow.
He'll be joining us, but you know what, on the same food.
But no, he's away for the weekend. He's in Cornwall tomorrow.
Cornwall.
Cornwall.
I'll defend it just this once.
It's Cornwall.
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 Don't make me kick you.
You won't kick me.
Don't you have somewhere to run off to?
No.
You know, because sooner or later you will hear the sound of what sounds like 10 elephants moving through the room. So for 2 minutes, this podcast will just have common sense running it at some point today.
Oh, that's when you leave.
No, I usually take my leave when Kelsey's here, because then there's still common sense. You know, because I don't know if people have tried it. If you try to trick Matt Burns, all you hear is this. It's just hollow.
I'm not hollow. I have feelings.
I'm a real boy. I have feelings. Who do you think you are, Pinocchio?
No.
Yes.
No.
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 Yes.
Nice try.
Almost had my little Bugs Bunny rabbit season moment.
Duck season.
Fire! But no, we're here. It's been a busy, busy week. I'm going to get this in early. I promised last week that I would win the predictions.
Wait. I better get the bulletproof. I better get the armor ready.
You best get the Kevlar out. I promised last week I would win the predictions.
Win the predictions. Yeah.
You know, I basically feel like, you know, there used to be an old gimmick where when something was guaranteed.
Are you on about a certain gimmick that a certain wrestler, certain legendary wrestler, that was named Kurt Hennig?
Well, I guaranteed that I would win the predictions. I also did it by the perfect sweep. The first one. The perfect sweep.
Perfect plex. The pay-per-view.
Night of Champions became Night of Nathan. So I am 3-1-1.
And one minute worse is, I clicked onto it, and as soon as I saw the first match, I was like, okay, next match, third match, no.
It was like, it's all going well. Ryback versus Owens. Now I'm fucked.
It's not. It wasn't just that. It's the fact.
I even called the tag team match.
No kidding. You called. Not only did you call it, you even said exactly. You said exactly how it was going to happen, and I thought to myself, "Oh, he's throwing it away." Nope. And gets the win.
So that's 3-1-1.
In all fairness, regardless of the score, I will take this one cleanly on the chin myself. for the fact of, even though you have won, it wasn't just the fact that you've won, you did it impressively.
The good old...
Just doubt it'll be happening 2 in a row.
The good old Cosmic Wasteland. Yes!
I did agree with you on that. I did agree with you.
Yeah, the one where I did most of you on was the Dudley Boys match.
Yeah.
Because you both thought the New Day would retain clean.
Well, they did retain, but
not cleanly.
We were expecting a victory, some cheating. Just
everyone apart from me. You know, someone might think I was in on the writing stuff.
Who have you been speaking to?
I have my contact, you know. Someone like Vince Russo. I'm only joking. Before the internet blows up, me and Vince Russo do not speak.
Nathan Goff, no Vince Russo.
But no, it's just logic. You know, for once, you actually followed the logic.
You actually followed WWE logic?
No, they followed logic.
Oh, you mean... Oh, right. Fair enough.
Apart from the
match order, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because... Oh, whoa. Speaking of match order, this is where I could dig you a little bit back.
I did only say it was rumoured.
It was rumoured, yes you did. But I did say that WWE would do it.
I know, but I disagree with the match order because it made the Sting match, even though it was still good, Rollins could have been tied, which could have led to the Sting injury.
It can. It could have been a factor.
Like, if they'd have put Sting and Rollins on first match of the night or second match.
Or seen it on earlier, and let Seth have a rest.
Right, okay.
No. I'm not... I'm not disagreeing with you.
Hindsight is a beautiful thing. Now, I'm going to ask you something now, because you watched the pay-per-view. Which match would you have preferred to close the pay-per-view?
The Sting match was good. It didn't scream end of show.
Was it as good as Cena versus Rollins?
No, it wasn't. And that's... I'll put my hand up and say. And in a way... I'm going to quote somebody that's been supposedly who's done like a bit of a report, the JR report.
Yeah.
He's been watching it, paying attention, saying, "Oh, John Cena and Seth Rollins have been doing really, really well." He's sort of getting a bit wary that it's been overdone too much.
I'm looking forward to something else that was announced at Hell in a Cell. Well, for Hell in a Cell from Night of Champions. The Brock Lesnar Go to Hell tour. Now, that supposedly cost Vince McMahon a pretty penny, because that isn't a part of Brock Lesnar's originally contracted deal. And if they want extra dates, they have to pay...
Money.
Top dollar.
Better have my money. Better have my money.
You can just imagine Paul Heyman when he's on the phone to Brock. Brock, Vince wants you for another 3 dates, and Brock's there going, how long do I have to wrestle? Well, you've got Big Show, that probably will take about 5 minutes. You've got Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell match, that'll take 10 minutes, 5 that's Undertaker's entrance.
And you've got to make an extra appearance when you're probably hyping it up.
And then you've got to spend an hour talking to Austin. Can you manage an hour talking to Austin without swearing?
Oh.
Now, I'm more interested about that sit-down interview than I am about the two matches.
That would be an interesting lesson. However, is he going to be able to do it without swearing?
Not only is he going to be able to do it without swearing, can Brock Lesnar go an hour talking? Brock Lesnar hates people.
He's not a people person. He just barely tolerates Paul Heyman.
He hardly does interviews. The interview he did before WrestleMania on ESPN lasted about 7 minutes.
In, out.
And you could tell he was getting bored after 2.
How are they going to be able to do this?
Austin needs to, like bang, point, bang, point.
Bang, point. or are we going to see a face on the podcast? F5! Because he's bored.
It'll be interesting with what they do.
Yeah.
I think
the only thing that we've also got to be aware of is, could the potential of the past come up. Because supposedly a certain incident in the past that involved...
Austin's been very open about that
Yeah.
thingy. And he said it was his own fault.
He admits it. But then but this is going to be still... Even so, is Brock going to have the same feelings towards it?
I think because both of them are linked by Paul Heyman, I think Paul Heyman will sit in on that interview.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that Brock will be able to do an hour-long interview.
Brock can talk.
He can, but what are they going to talk about for 20 minutes? Hunting?
No.
Do you want to listen to them talking about hunting?
They don't necessarily have to talk about hunting. They can talk about how Brock grew
or
up.
is he going to talk about his relationship with Sable?
Will he bring up
and his kid?
Will he bring up how he started in the business, which is through OVW?
Yeah, because I can see that being well publicised. You know, I bet you Jim Cornette's name gets thrown in that interview.
Oh, why can I know? Just picture Cornette saying, "Say my name, Brock. Say my name. Say my name."
And then the week after, Cornette going off on a rant.
He said my name. I want my money.
But no, it'll be an interesting interview, and hopefully it'll be a good listen.
Yeah.
I just don't think it'll be an hour.
I don't think it'll be an hour. It just depends on what.
If they go half an hour, Austin should see that as a really big positive.
It's not just that you've got. The only thing I don't want him to do is like you mentioned over the last one, which I agree with, the hard hitting questions against Edge and Christian. Was there any?
What the fuck?
Now, how's he going to do hard hitting questions on Brock?
Well, Brock will walk out.
Exactly.
Like the Edge and Christian interview, for people that want an inside for, it don't matter if you're face or heel, you have a good relationship with most of your backstage colleagues.
Yeah.
That was the perfect
way to say it.
Well, it was a perfect show because you got Christian there going, like playing a game of Austin while he's trying to crucify him.
Yep.
But there was nothing I didn't hear anything on that interview that we haven't heard anywhere else. Whereas with the Paul Heyman stuff,
it was fresh. It was different.
With the Page stuff,
fresh, different.
The Vince McMahon one was brilliant.
Oh, definitely, because you got to see a little bit of insight to Vince McMahon, and then the famous quote at the end. I've been told we've got to end this podcast in the next few minutes. I'm Vince McMahon, damn it.
I own this.
You know exactly where I was leading now.
But no, what the Chris Jericho one with John Cena, I've mentioned it thousands of times,
and I've mentioned it myself.
That podcast is brilliant because you learn about his time where where he was travelling so cheaply. He was travelling with Funaki to Jerry and Ultimate Dragon.
Ultimate Dragon.
Could you imagine that journey?
And can you remember the story that they mentioned?
But to Jerry speaking perfect English when pissed.
Hey. Big whopper. Big whopper. Yes, whopper. 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 And they're all going, and all of a sudden gets drunk. He just speaks perfect English like he just said. What?
But no, it's brilliant. If no one's watched that yet, like, what are you doing? That is worth the $9.99
alone.
Along with Mick Foley's cheap pops when Kane walks in on him listening to...
I've got to say, as much as certain people aren't a big fan of Mick Foley's, I know some people have been hit and miss with Mick Foley's comedy. But the funny thing about it is, he's not actually being comedy.
It's a comedy show. He even says it's not a comedy show.
He actually says it's not.
It's a different way of telling stories. Like, because he's there, like, he opens up his comedy show about Stacy Keibler and Trish Stratus.
Oh, yeah.
Where they call him the safety valve. Because supposedly he doesn't try it on him. I just thought that was brilliant. It's like, I've been trying it on you for the last 10 years.
Didn't notice. And you've also got how he mentioned Brock was the only one who could take Undertaker's streak.
Yeah.
Which I thought was
And
hilarious.
I was scared shitless of Brock. Dad, if you had barbed wire, then could take him in his hair grasping for the last bit of
Hope. Maybe. Maybe.
If there was barbed wire,
If there was barbed wire, flaming tables,
I would kill him.
I would kill him.
In all fairness,
Pause. Maybe.
could you imagine that fight 15 years ago, back in 1999-2000? Brock Lesnar, how he is now, against Mick Foley in a hardcore street fight. I reckon there would have been a death.
I reckon there would have been possibly being taken to a burning suplex city, as in getting German suplex through a table on fire.
I don't know. I reckon Brock would have took a bit of pounding from Barbie.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I would expect it'd just be a mess.
Oh yeah, like
No, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't just be. Oh, they'll be fine out there. It'd literally be, the guys in the back, all the crew, get the EMTs on standby, get them on standby.
like so today. Just moving on to something else that we've watched today, because I've made you watch the JBL Legends talk with Eric
You
Bischoff.
didn't make me, but you pointed me to it, which I have got to say, I appreciate the fact that you pointed me to it, and we did watch
Well,
it.
we watched part 2. You haven't seen part 1 yet. But while we're on the Mick Foley
But
thing,
the funny thing about it is, I actually know quite a lot
yeah.
of.
So while we're on the Mick Foley talk, on part 1, Eric Bischoff says that he had to let go of Mick Foley because Mick Foley was a lunatic and was going to kill someone. So my question:
Yeah.
if he was a lunatic and he was going to kill someone, why would Vince take said lunatic
And make him into a superstar.
Yeah.
Because they didn't see the potential that Vince had seen. What they saw was one side of Mick Foley. They didn't sort of, look at him and see him from a different light.
Mm.
Because he when Mick Foley came to the WWE, he wanted to use the Cactus Jack thing, which Vince wasn't big on. He sort of goes, yeah, but we need to have. You've already been doing this.
So we need something new.
We need something new, something fresh, something nobody's seen.
And that's where the Mankind gimmick came from.
And the funny thing about it is, it wasn't even originally going to be called Mankind. It was literally, what was the
I can't remember.
The Mutilator?
Mm.
He had a list, and he's looking at it, and he's seeing these images of horrificness, and, destruction. This guy was going to be a monster. The scary thing about it is, he didn't just. The monster that they had on the paper looked horrific, but the monster that they sort of
Moulded
can be considered more terrifying.
Yeah. Like the Mankind character is one of the most underrated characters from the 90s.
And this is before he became down with the shit and being more funny. This was when he was deranged, wrestling Shawn Michaels at Mind Games.
Well, you can go back before that, SummerSlam 96.
Good call.
The Boiler Room Brawl with The Undertaker.
Exactly. That's what I mean. There was, you could see, fans were looking at him thinking, is he there?
But
is
then
he all there?
It's always been one of them characters where he's progressed with the times. But
Yes.
he's always kept a little part from each time. A bit like The Undertaker.
Yes.
Where The
Good
Undertaker's
call.
developed, but he's always kept something from the older gimmicks. So
He's always kept something from the past. He's made himself fresh while also keeping himself retro at the same time, which is a very difficult thing to do
yeah.
at times.
So like The Undertaker, he kept the MMA gloves.
From when he was the American Badass.
Yeah. Well, he did the American Badass gimmick before he did the Ministry of Darkness gimmick. 1997, you see
Ministry
The
of Darkness.
Undertaker.
Ministry of Darkness was actually before the American Badass.
But no, yeah, but if you watch some of the early Raw things where they show him coming into the arena,
You're on about when he's being more of himself. They had glimpses.
yeah,
They had the glimpses, but they didn't quite grasp it.
Mm.
But to be honest with you, I'm glad they didn't grasp it then.
Yeah.
Because that would have been too soon for that much of a dramatic change. It was the fact that he was able to go away from an injury and then come back.
it was interesting. But you know what? If you listen to the Out Bischoff thing, he brings up some brilliant points.
It does. It's like
Like I thought that was interesting because if you have a look at WCW in like the 95, 94, if they'd have kept Triple H, Steve Austin, Mick Foley, would the Attitude Era have happened?
could the Attitude Era happen? Who knows? You might have different faces at different places.
Like you would have had Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker, but who would have been?
Could Bradshaw have gone up sooner? Could Ron Simmons be a champion?
Like because he also addresses that he never built his own stars apart from Goldberg and DDP.
Who sort of built himself a little bit.
Like
a little bit.
like Kevin Nash was grown by the WWE as Diesel, even though he originally came from WCW.
Yeah.
He got his push in WWE, made himself a star in WWE, and then went Scott Hall, WCW
Same
to
story.
WWE, back over. Hulk
Shawn-
Hogan was
WWE already.
AWA.
AWA to WWE.
Yeah,
And then we've got Sean Waltman.
yeah.
Who's been X-Pac, Stax Pac,
1, 2, 3 Kid.
and everything.
Yeah, but also, and he talks about how Bret Hart wasn't the Bret Hart from WWE.
Which you can't say because, as much as everyone can say, the Montreal Screwjob, could anybody be the same after that? Everyone says, oh, he should have just jumped into straight away. He could have been himself. Not necessarily. If you've been stung, and it was genuine and you didn't expect it, would you be the same after it?
Well, Bret was on about how we wanted to retire.
Yeah.
Back when he started on that TV show. But he only came back because the TV show didn't go into another season.
Correct.
So that's an interesting one. So you could argue his head was never in it.
It's like, had he lost the passion?
Yeah.
That's the question you're asking.
But another interesting point: do we think owing the Hart DVD is going to be any good?
WWE, if given full permission,
Could do a really good one,
could
but
do a
they
really
haven't.
good one. But they might not be able to because of there's meddling. And a good example of this, to bring this up, it would be a recent legend who passed away. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
Now, there was an interview conducted recently with Cody Rhodes, Stardust, who magically somehow transformed back into...
Was this the one that was done with Justin LeBar
Yes. Yes, you know exactly where I'm going with this
for
now.
the Pittsburgh Tribunal?
You know exactly where I'm going with this, don't you?
Well, I like how they've done that, because Justin LeBar, most people don't actually know, is actually involved in the American independence scene.
Yeah.
I can't remember with which company. It might be PWS, Pro Wrestling Syndicate.
Yep.
But he's actually involved with that. So as he writes his articles, I think he's managed to keep some kayfabe involved in that article.
He keeps...
Like, most people don't give Justin credit for what he does, because he is a very, very good writer. But because he's also a fan, some people, call him a mark while he's writing. But his articles are decent some of the time, when his bias doesn't get in the way. But the articles that he does, and this one with Cody was done in great taste.
It was done in great taste because they were sort of asking Cody, the whole fact of how do you think that it'd be handled the whole like video package and everything, he actually turned on and says he is forever grateful for the package that they did for Dusty and whatnot, and how much honour.
I think it's interesting that him and Goldust, Dustin Rhodes, are going to be at the NXT.
Yep.
Is it Respect or what? What is it this time? The one in Texas.
You're on about the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Tournament.
Yeah,
tribute.
but it's done at the NXT Takeover. Well, is it a Takeover event? Is it
I
what
think
is
it might be a takeover.
Yeah, well, it's done at that one in Texas, and they're going to be there to present the winners.
And the good thing about it is it's not going to be Cody Rhodes as Stardust.
No, it's going to be Cody Rhodes
As
and
Cody Rhodes.
yeah, and Dustin as Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah, as it should be.
Or
As it should be.
Cody Reynolds and Dustin Reynolds.
Yeah. And the thing about it is when he brought up about the tag team tournament, he says his dad would appreciate that, because that doesn't just go, oh, that's just to do a tag team tournament. That has been able to open so many doors for so many opportunities. In fact, if I recall, it's even give opportunities to some independent stars.
Tassimo Ciampa.
Yep. With
Who's at PCW this weekend against Al Ligero.
That'll be an entertaining match.
And then you've also got, I forget who he partners with. Ciampa and, I forget his partner. I don't really focus that much on the independents. That's yours and Mr. Kelty's area. You have more time on your hands than me since you don't work, lazy bums.
Whoa, I do work.
You work 20 minutes a night.
I do work.
Well, it isn't even 20 minutes in your case, it's about 10.
How can you do that on me? How can you pick on me like that?
Being very open and honest.
Very open and honest.
Yeah.
Kicking me in the teeth.
Can be arranged if you want. I can punt you like Fingy's done on SmackDown.
How do you mean?
Kofi to one of the Lucha Dragons.
Don't know what you're on about. It wasn't Kofi.
Woods? Was it Woods
Xavier.
that did it? Oh right, it looked like Kofi.
No, it's Xavier.
Both of them have got big afros.
Oh dear.
Are they going to start doing Throwing Magic soon?
What?
Kofi and Xavier Woods.
I'm not even going to say that. I'm not adding to it. I am not saying anything to it, because I am not putting myself into serious jeopardy in that regard.
They do look a little similar. With the hairstyles.
I'm trying to pick my words very, very, very careful right now.
No, with hairstyles and the way that they move, I know Woods is a highly intelligent individual, but in the ring, if like the hairstyles, if they do them the same, because like they're the same body size roughly. I think Kofi may be an inch or two taller, but at a quick glance.
Well, back to where we were with the with the Dusty Rhodes tag team tournament. You mentioned Tommaso Ciampa with his tag team partner Johnny Gargano.
Yeah.
Which I'm a big fan of, as he wrestles for PWG and a number of different companies.
Are you happy that Tyler Breeze is facing what's his name? He does all the flippy stuff. He's as quick as Neville, but is built like Bobby Lashley. I forget what they've changed his name to. He's Apollo something. What's it? Apollo Crews. Yeah, Apollo Crews against Tyler Breeze.
You're on about he's
at the takeover event. Are you happy?
Uhaa Nation.
Yeah, well,
as he's formerly known as.
They've sort of skipped a feud with Bull Dempsey and gone, you know what, that probably won't go well to take over. So I'll tell you what you can have. You can have Apollo Crews.
Who's probably going to kill you.
It'll be an entertaining match, but why does Tyler Breeze have to keep jobbing out?
However, a part of me is questioning, will he job out?
Do you have Apollo Crews lose this early?
He's been getting some serious wins, but...
Serious wins against who?
Good point. Good point. This is where I think they're in a bit of a catch here. A little bit with the whole scenario.
Because if you keep jobbing out one of your biggest NXT
can't keep jobbing
stars,
out Tyler Breeze because he's a good hand in the ring.
But
he
he's
knows
also,
what he's doing.
He's also established, but if you keep knocking him down, then he's just going to end up as main event jobber material.
Jobber to the stars.
Well, jobber to the up and coming to Raw.
Yeah. Which seems a bit unfair, really, because he's been there for a while.
Yeah.
And he hasn't just worked a little bit. He puts a lot of effort into his craft and everything. You know, he's up to his gimmick.
Yeah.
As they say.
But what do you do with him?
I think the scenario that they've got with him at the moment that they are stuck under and don't know how to get out of is right after this. What do we do with him next?
I reckon, and I can say this while Mr. Calcius isn't here. They should have asked Jushin Thunder Liger if he'd do 3 of the takeover events.
Yeah.
If he would have done the one that they did in Brooklyn, the one in Texas, and the one in London.
Yeah.
They should have gone, how much do you want?
Straight away.
Because Liger could have won the first one, and then Breen could have won the next 2.
Yeah. And then they have the final rubber match.
Well, if he'd have won at Texas, then you have your rubber match in some sort of like, makes it a number 1 contenders match.
Yeah.
Puts Breeze in the main event picture, which then he can feud with Balor.
Yep. I'd say if Balor's still champ.
I reckon he will be champ, but I think because you got the tag team finals coming up, and him and Joe, spoiler alert, have already made it. Sean's made it, but that's my bitterness for another day.
Oh dear. But
And Joe Amore and Big Cash should not be losing to 2 people who aren't a tag team.
why? Because one of them is a certified G and a bona fide star.
No, it isn't that. Like I understand when you've got 2 big.
Shit. I was gonna do the. Never mind. I was hoping you would go there. Doesn't matter.
Well, I take this bit seriously because
Okay.
you've got 2 main event stars from NXT in Joe and Balor.
Yep.
Now, if they were tagging against 2 other main event stars, I'd understand who haven't tagged before, but they're going against one of NXT's premier tag teams.
That have won the tag team championship.
No, they haven't.
Oh, close to.
Close to, but haven't. But why'd you then job up? Because then that means that any 2 random main event people should be able just to walk into your number 1 contenders match on your tag champions.
On any at any given moment. And the problem that they've got with that is they don't want sort of them going in and saying, "Oh, we're going up against them," and then their main champion losing. To be honest with you,
there's a way to do it tastefully, but I wouldn't have put Balor and Joe against them.
Agreed. And with this tag team tournament that they've got, you may not know this, but they had the 4 villains in it, who are the
Tag
current
champ.
lost.
Who to?
A unknown team. Exactly.
Dawkins and
Yep.
Chad Gable and
No, not Gable.
Dawkins and
Yep.
Oh, I forget who his partner is. It's in Dawkins and Ryder.
Just give me one moment.
The Hype Bros are still in it, though, aren't they?
Yes, I believe that they are.
So why'd every tag team champions lose?
No idea on how they're doing it.
On a positive note, and I'll again say this while Mr. Calci isn't here because he'll enjoy hearing this, Eva Marie is not due for the NXT Divas Championship until she gets better in her craft. That could be a long fucking wait. Plans have now changed. Her and Alexa Bliss, before they're even put in the same category with Bayley, have got to get better. And that's come from NXT's supposed rumour mill. So if that's true, here's the title. Eva Marie's like on Everest on the other side of the country.
Ouch.
So it could be at least another 18 months before even Marie's even considered, you know. I reckon half the roster would have to retire or die for her even to get near the title at the moment.
That's going to sting just a little bit.
I'd send her back to Brian Kendrick and go, she isn't good enough yet, mate.
Keep working.
Yeah. Have another go.
Try.
First you don't succeed. Try and try again.
Oh, yeah.
And why she's using his finisher, I don't know, because the other person's literally having to push it over.
Ouch.
Have you watched a match yet?
Yeah. Well,
Have you attempted to watch a match?
I attempted. I never quite finished.
Like with most things that you do.
Whoa. I always finish.
Yeah.
Actually, that sounds wrong.
You always finish your food. There was no problem with that. It was like the black hole earlier.
Still on about that?
It's like the black hole. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Heyman thinks he's seen the Conqueror. Now, I have seen the Conqueror. The Conqueror that is Matt Burns.
I am not a conqueror. I'm just a man.
If wars were fought over buffet tables, our first weapon of attack would be Matt Burns.
Basically, you're sending me out as cannon fodder.
Oh no. See, now, you assume that cannon fodder goes out first. You know, if you're going into war, why not just start with the heavy artillery? Why do you always have to wait till the end?
So, basically, by your standards, just nuke 'em. Nuke 'em.
You know, like, it's a bit like football. You know, if you're playing the cup, you don't send out your weakest 11. You might as well just send out your starting 11, get a lead, and then sub a couple off after you've got your lead. Instead of, oh shit, we're 1-0 down. Right, come on, lads.
Work it, pull in, we're behind.
Right, we're ahead now. Right, you, come on, rest.
I think what the case in that scenario is they don't want to sort of get ahead of themselves, think, oh, we've done it, and then find out they've stumbled at the last hurdle.
I know, but it's better than stumbling at the first hurdle and never being able to recover, though, isn't it?
Good point. Good point. However, I will say I did watch a certain clip online on YouTube where this I can't remember which event or which year it was, whatever. A runner's she's about to win gold. She's running. Yes, I've done it. Close her eyes, raise her arms as though about to cross the finish line. Gets passed by 3 competitors. That had to sting. Wait, what makes it worse? She didn't even realise it until she looked up at the scoreboard.
Brilliant. Right, so
That's just pain, isn't it?
moving on to a different point. So this week, Sonny's been arrested.
Ooh.
Not a good mugshot.
No.
Bail has only been posted at £2,000. Now, surely the Skype business pays for that.
Most likely.
And this over DWI charges?
Yep.
Driving under the influence?
Driving under the influence, but she's not been arrested for that.
No, she's been arrested for not turning up to court.
Yeah, when she should have been.
So she's been charged with contempt or
and
something
there's
like
the fact that she might be held there.
I know she's being... if she doesn't reach bail, then she's being held there until the court case.
Yep, which means, oh dear.
Don't drop the soap, baby.
Trust you.
Be like Orange is the New Black.
Are you just merging out loads of TV series now?
If anyone hasn't watched that, it's worth watching.
Oh, definitely. However, please be advised that you have to be a responsible age to view that.
Now, this next minute will mean nothing to anyone who's listening to this. Right, look at the TV that we've got set up. Now, you can see the still frame that we've got this week.
Yeah.
Now look at The Rock's face in the background.
Huh?
That is literally the... Tell me he hasn't just done that.
And, well, you've got his face like that, but look at Triple H's. That is the look on his face as the moment when I knew I have fucked up.
No, that's the... Can we just stay in this pose for quite a while?
It's not just that, it's that moment when he realised he fucked up.
And The Rock, you basically got The Rock looking going, if you keep that on there, you will lose it.
It will be claimed. Right, folks, in case you're wondering what picture we are actually looking at, we're looking at the infamous hip toss from the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey, to Triple H at WrestleMania. And what's also comical is the fact that it shows a bit of personality with the fact that you've got Triple H getting hip tossed whilst Ronda Rousey just looking very casually doing it, effortlessly while wearing a Dragon Ball Z t-shirt. So it makes it look easy. It's over 9,000.
So we've covered Sonny. She'll probably get bail and everything.
Oh, actually, we might get in trouble. If she ever hears this, she might want money.
Fucking got none.
Good luck.
It's the land of the free. Oh no, that's America, and it's in the land of the free. Or no one would be sued all the time. Different country.
Are you trying to upset different countries today?
No, if that's just a personal belief, If something's called the land of the free,
Wait. You believe?
if something's called the land of the free, why is everyone
I'm
being
the home
sued?
of the free.
So if it's the land of the free, why is everyone being sued for something?
No idea, but that's their culture. Ours is different, but the funny thing about it is there's many things that we do that Americans look at us like, hey, and there's things that we do that when we look at Americans like, eh, it's like certain words. Aluminium.
So, what else did you want to cover this week? So, we've covered Sonny, we've covered the Dusty Rhodes Memorial, Cody Rhodes interview.
Well, there is one thing I do want to cover.
If it involves last night, no.
No, it doesn't involve last night. It doesn't involve that. It involves Mick Foley. I know you're thinking, where am I going with this?
We've covered Mick Foley.
We have covered him a little bit, but there is one thing we haven't covered. He brought up a topic that recently.
Go on.
Paige.
Yeah.
The fact that she was able to drop a Paige bomb on Raw. What did you think of that?
It's been done about 4 times in the last... Right, now, I loved the promo, but how many times have people going to call it a pipe bomb before
I didn't say
it gets
pipe
old?
bomb.
I know, but that's what it's being called on the internet.
Exactly.
People going, it's a shoot. Well, it's a shoot work.
It's a part shoot, part work, and...
But, so...
It's because everyone can't handle the fact that anything that's real... Oh, he just dropped a pipe bomb. Did you see Paige dropping the mic? Like a badass.
It's not just that. It's like, how many times are people going to get to drop a pipe bomb? CM Punk did it.
AJ did it.
AJ did it. Paige has done it. Loads of people do it. It isn't a special.
No, it's not a pipe bomb. It's what we call a good promo.
Is it?
I thought it was a good way of doing it.
I thought
it was a different way to transition into it. I just didn't expect it to be on Raw. I actually expected it to be on the pay-per-view.
No, I just think that they're now getting into the culture of, well, if we mix life of show, then people will be more interested and people will going, oh no, she didn't. But how many times can you do that before people go, can I have something new now, please?
Basically, what you're saying is they sort of keep trying to bring the shock value, shock value, shock value. It's a bit like they're doing a bit of a TNA mistake. What they've done with certain their matches, like, oh look, we're going to do a lockdown. We're doing a pay-per-view where every match is a cage match.
It's good the first 2-3 times you see it, and then
It gets boring. That it just basically makes us numb to it. By having us keep seeing it all the time. And B, it makes... I can see why they're leaving it up. They're thinking, oh, it saves time.
Paige's promo, as good as it was, hurt the Revolution more than it helped.
Yes, it did.
Because what she's basically done, and I hate saying this because I love Paige, but she's basically just took a big old shit on WWE's main Divas division. Because NXT doesn't have a Divas division, it has a women's division.
Right.
Okay, so stay with me. So she's just basically took a big shit on the Divas division. Because she's gone, well, Becky Lynch, you're the least relevant person here.
Ooh.
When she's one of the most talented there. She basically said, where's Natalya been? She said, Lana and Summer Rae are too busy trying to jump on people's dicks.
Oh. Well, the funny thing about it...
She's basically, like, kicked... She basically took the feud that she's just had for the last 3 months with Team Bad and gone, you know what? Ball meet foot meet the other side of relevancy.
Bye!
You know, she's basically just made Naomi, Tamina and Sasha Banks go, well, yeah, they aren't really that thingy apart from, you know, they're all flash and no substance. So why should I be interested in them? Or why should I be bothered about Becky Lynch? And you know what, Natalya hasn't been here for a while. Why?
Well, the funny thing about that is, I know you haven't watched SmackDown, and we don't.
I have watched the page.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, and again, she takes a big old... Whoever's wrote these pipe bombs is basically... I wouldn't be surprised if Vince has just gone to it, you know what? I'm fed up of this Divas Revolution.
Just take it out.
Yeah, just shit on it. There's miles different ways that you could have done it without taking a crap on the whole division, which is basically what a promo's done. And it isn't her fault, because she's doing what she's been told to do.
Yeah.
But she's saying that... And most of it might be true, you know?
Some of it might be true, however...
Nikki didn't get where she was... Nikki and Brie didn't get where they were without... using assets.
Using assets, being with certain people, okay, you can say whatever you want. But then again, some people can say that about Triple H. But...
Smartest player in the game. Right. I need a retirement plan that doesn't involve me wrestling until I'm 50 every night.
And I'm crippled.
Hey, Steph. I might even get own part of the company here one day.
But
when's Dad dying?
Oh. Ouch.
Judging by what everyone says, been a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Reminds me of something of Future Army. I can imagine Vince being like Farnsworth.
Farnsworth. How old are you? I can't remember. 248? The man's still breathing? I'm Vince McMahon, damn it!
Death could kiss my ass, god damn it!
He'd probably slap Death and McStunner it.
Well, you can just imagine, if you look at his Outlook calendar, about 20 years from now, appointment with Death. Death, you can join the Kiss My Ass Club, god damn it.
No. Death walks in, pointing at him. Don't point that finger at me, god damn it. I'm Vince McMahon, damn it.
You just imagine him going, Death like that, going, hey, you can just imagine him. Who do you think you are, brother? Hulk Hogan? Well, what you gonna do when I tell you to kiss my ass, god damn it, because I'm Vince McMahon?
Damn it.
Now kiss my ass.
Right.
With a crowbar still between his legs, doing the strut on his through.
Death
Death's got no chance.
No chance in hell. You can see it now, can't you? And what now? If WWE suddenly, this suddenly appears on WWE somehow, or whatever, in a cartoon format or in any format, please sign the check to The Burning Truth.
Or just sign it to me.
No, to The Burning Truth.
To me.
Burning Truth.
Me.
Burning Truth.
If they're using my Vince McMahon impression, then it's going to me.
No, that's not right. Because The Burning Truth. Come on, be a Wait, I just realised. That's your name. Forget it. I'm out.
There is an Iron team.
It just depends on how you actually ride the team. It's right there.
But no, so yeah, it's an interesting one. There's been loads of interesting points that are just creeping up. Like the ratings are decreasing because of Monday Night Football. Should you be looking at the ratings now still?
Yes, because they still want to be popular. They want to see how they're doing with audiences. No, because where's the competition?
No, it's not that. Look how much television's changing.
Television is changing rapidly.
In 10 years, bearing in mind knowing what we know now, so at the moment, you've got like a direct-to-customer sort of model coming through. Like you've got Netflix,
WWE Network,
Amazon Prime, the NFL have their own online thingy as well, don't they?
Yep, they do. They do.
So, cable is soon going to have to compete with these direct-to-customer.
Yeah. You're on about the web stream companies as such. So you've got your Crunchyroll, Netflix.
Yeah, I reckon the more we get into this decade, the more things are just going to go straight onto Netflix and Amazon and skip the telly.
So basically, what you're saying is you're expecting everybody to sort of skip the television like mainstream and just sort of become internet access, more web stream, more more at the fingertips of the viewer.
Yeah, because what's cable really offering? Because people can pause, stop the product. Numbers can be manipulated very easily, whereas subscribers,
not really, because that's where they're taking the money. And exactly.
So if you look at Netflix, I don't know Netflix's numbers, but
however, I think with them, they've also got to still keep some viewership because they've also got to make notice.
But Netflix are now releasing originals, so they're buying content from Marvel.
Yep.
Orange is the New Black is Netflix exclusive.
Yep.
Some of the other stuff that they do is network exclusive as well.
They've got quite a lot of
that Narcos, is it? Yeah, it's about the Colombian drug cartel. That's a Netflix exclusive. No, it's called Narcos or Marcos.
Ah, but I know Lilyhammer was also a network.
But programs like that are Netflix exclusive. You can't see them on cable. But if you've got 20 million viewers subscribed because they want to watch them programs, it's £6 or $6.
It's about $15 for them. Over there for them, I believe.
Well, they get more content.
Not always the case. It depends on the country with them, because certain rules and regulations have different viewerships and.
Whereas over here, it's £6. So imagine,
it's actually not. It's actually increased to more. I think.
£5.99 RP.
No, that's because we with us. I think that's because we were on it before.
No, I've just set my cousins up.
Oh right, so has it not changed?
You can get multi-screens, which is what I'm going to look at. So where you get access to 4 different login codes, which is $10, which is £10.
I get what you mean.
Or you can have 2 for $7.99, but it's a case of they're offering that, but if they've got 10 million UK people signed up at £6, that's.
And the funny thing about it is, this is where I think Sky and Virgin could end up losing out.
Oh, they will. I don't reckon cable will be as big as it is in 5-10 years.
You just raised a good point there, because You do apologise if this subject is not actually on wrestling and whatnot, but it does actually relate to it in a way. We'll get to it. So just please bear with us, folks. It's one thing I will point out. With Netflix, WWE Network and everything, how do you access it?
Through the internet.
You just need the internet.
Or an app.
You just need an internet, an app, a console. Basically, you can watch Netflix
From your console. Or
from
your
a console, from your phone, from your iPad, from your computer.
And you don't need a television license to run it because it's not live.
Correct.
And I reckon this is the way that everything's going to go soon.
However, they will eventually have to start paying for it live because it will, they will start doing live stuff on there eventually.
I don't think they will.
I think they will eventually.
Why?
They will.
But why would you want to?
People still like to see things live.
I don't.
No, that's. I'm not saying.
The problem with live, and Lillian Garcia knows this very well.
Many people know this very well.
If something fucks up, it's there for the world to see. Whereas if something's recorded...
But you can't always have it pre-recorded. Well, take into account, WWE want things to be live all the time. Where if they were doing the format that you're following, it would mean they couldn't be live. However, I don't think it'd be that bad, really, to have the license if they did have to, because really, it just means...
Well, the way to get around it being live is you just run it on a 3-minute delay. And then that way
you're cheating a little bit, but I'm pretty sure they find a way of getting... They get the license in. You know they would.
Well,
but anyway, but the point being is you don't need to buy anything to watch it. Where with Virgin, Sky Plus, and everything, do you? You need their boxes.
You need the boxes, and the subscriptions are ridiculous.
You're paying so much for sports, so much for this, so much for that, and this is one fault I have to give massively to Sky Movies, which is a section that's on Virgin, on near enough any of them. Okay, you're paying so much a month to watch these movies at a time. They are replay, you might need to TiVo that to catch that, just in case you miss it. Well, if you look in your TV magazine...
They'll be on in about 2 days' time.
It'll be on the next day. At the same... Or next week. At the same time. For that month. They get replayed all the time.
No, but... the point we try and make is... in 5 or 10 years, cable won't be as you know it.
It won't. It'll be all... I think,
It'll be all direct to customer.
Which is where I think WWE have done the smart thing.
And they've gone early.
They've gone early. They've gone to the WWE network.
However, what they didn't expect is the amount of content that they'd need.
That they need, yeah.
Like, in all fairness, they've still got a large wrestling library that they haven't released yet. But the viewers want new, refreshing content, Did you imagine when the WWE Network first came out that you'd see a JBL show on there with him chatting to people?
Not straight away, no. He wouldn't.
I don't think he'd get his own show. Did you think Steve Austin would get his own show on there?
Well, he's got his own
pod. I know, but did you think that Steve Austin would get his own show on the network?
Nope.
What did you think we were just going to get on the network? 24 hours of wrestling every day?
Potentially.
Maybe some Total Divas thrown in between?
Yep.
But I don't think they realised how much content that they're going to have to produce. I don't think it'll be long before they start showing the films on there.
That won't be too long. That won't be too long.
Like the Condemned and everything like that.
Yeah, the Condemned.
See No Evil.
Good point.
The Marine. 12 rounds.
1, 2, and 3.
But no, I reckon soon enough that they'll put the movies on there.
They will. They'd be silly not to. They'd be silly not to.
But I think it's surprising how much that they've actually had to put into it. But now that they've got the ball rolling, they know what they need to keep up with.
They've got the ball rolling.
A lot of people go, well, they're on a decline. Are they really on a decline? Can you really assess WWE now by their American television ratings?
No.
Because when everything's so accessible through YouTube,
You've got
Lulu,
Hulu,
Lulu, whatever it fucking is.
Hulu, YouTube, the interweb, whatever. You can't always rely on their TV ratings because to them they're saying, "Oh, we're down." However, look at the subscribers they've got. If it was failing right now, the network, if they weren't getting enough subscribers, would WWE be keeping it on? No.
But
it would be gone.
They're over 1 million subscribers.
Going strong.
And that figure will only grow because as they start to come away from cable, I reckon it won't be long before they start putting like SmackDown or something on it live on a Friday night.
Yeah. Which at the moment, in some places they're able to do it like sooner than the UK, where in the UK they're currently being held
because of the Sky Sports deal, which is in place for 5 years. But
once that's gone,
yeah, it's time to negotiate another deal. Now the Champions League's just gone for near enough £1 billion to BT Sport. How much would BT Sport pay to take wrestling away from Sky?
Oh, they potentially they could pay over the nose, but then again, WWE could also turn around and think, we could, but how much would it cost us for us to air it ourselves?
Yeah.
Which then straight away there, it says to them, okay, but we get more viewers then.
And if they go, well, this is the cost we're losing. If we up our subscriptions by £3-4 a month, will that cover it?
And I'm pretty sure that it would.
You know, because I know if I had a choice between cutting, if I could ditch cable, because the football I can watch on highlights from YouTube. Anyway, so all we have Sky for is for Raw and SmackDown.
Well, that depends on who watches what, and it varies from person to person.
Oh yeah, I'm just on about me. Like, if there was an option where if you pay £15 a month, we'll let you stream Raw live.
And oddly enough, I'm actually in the same boat as you, because there's very rare chance I'd actually go downstairs and go, oh, let's watch this. Click. Seeing it. Doesn't interest me.
Yeah.
The difference with Sky, they're putting on shows when they want to, when being paid for. Where with the network, Netflix and everything, you get to choose when you want to see it at your leisure. Win-win.
Yeah, but that's a point for a different time. I know some of you might not find it interesting at all, but I find that interesting how the market's changing, and I don't think you can trust the Nelson's rating system anymore for an accurate reflection of how WWE's doing.
Because you haven't just got the viewerships themselves, you've also got other people viewing.
Yeah.
Are people viewing it on... is the Nelson taking into account YouTube? Is it taking into account people... how do we say this without getting into trouble? Streaming it without permission?
Yeah. But also, people, house attendance, when you're running 2 different tour groups and you're drawing all around the country...
And still profiting?
Yeah. Like the game Walt doing with drawing 4,000 for a house show. Most people would chop off their left bollock for a 4,000 house show. Not televised, just, we're turning up here.
Oh, we're just going to turn up, see if you're there, and put a bit of a soiree.
Yeah. But they're running 2 different tour groups. They're touring in 2 different parts of the country
At different times.
at different times, and people are going, well, they're failing because they were doing this much this time last year, but they might have only had 1 tour group last year. What you're not seeing is...
One half has probably not got as many, but the other side could be maxed out.
But it isn't just that. Like, if they focused all their talent, the house show numbers might be bigger, but because they're splitting the talent, they're getting 2 different house shows, and they might not pay as much for the state like the arenas, but
Yeah.
if they just get, like, he'll have a break-even number, they'll go, if we make it past this, good night, lads. And I bet you it isn't 4,000.
Oh no. Which they're probably already hit it, because take into account that's not just the tickets included as well. They're also making profits from
Merch.
tickets, merch, everything.
Mm.
Everything.
So, it's hard to rate the success of WWE at the moment because it is a machine.
It is.
And because its sponsorships are massive.
And at this moment, people are saying, is it successful? Is it this? Is it that? Yes, it is, because, answer me this. If it was failing, would WWE be able to provide fresh new content for the WWE network?
No.
Would the network still be going?
No.
No. Straight away, WWE, okay, over the WWE network, they had a bit of a problems with getting it on for the UK, took a bit of time. But even so, even from that backlash, they are still making enough to keep it going and building on it.
Yeah. So, that's an interesting point, and we'll probably pick that up in a couple of weeks once more information becomes available, because everyone in America looks at the rating system and freaks out when they draw a 2.5, but I don't think it's that big of an issue. But we'll look at that at a different point at a different time. That for this week is probably
A wrap.
a nice place to end. So we'll wrap that up there this week. Next week we should be joined by Mr. Kelsey again.
Which he has been missed.
Yeah, he's been missed today. Just trying to think what we've got on next week, if I'm here or not. I might be here, I might not be here. It depends on if I've got a match on or not. But I probably will be here. So, over to you. Where can we find you?
You can usually find me at The Burning Truth, which is TheBurningTruth at outlook.com. Right, and but you've also got the Facebook page, which is The Burning Truth. You've also got the Twitter page. Would you care to mention that?
The Burning Truth. No, Wrestling's Fourth Wall.
Wrestling's Fourth Wall, but I'm pretty sure if you typed in The Burning Truth, you'd find us. You'd find us. But you can find me, Matt Burns, on my Facebook page of Matt Burns. Matt
the bad boy
_Burns UK. If you want the full version of it, or you can find me at Twitter at Matt
the bad boy
Burns.
My best Bruce Buffer impression there.
Not too bad. Not too bad there. You can also find me on mattburns04@hotmail.com, or you can actually go onto my website, which is www.matt-burns.co.uk, where you will find news, results, some clips, and merchandise page, and contact me page.
You can find Charles Kelsey on Facebook at the...
On Facebook? No, it's just Charles. He's under Charles Kelsey on Facebook.
On Twitter under...
Big Deal!
Is it 04 or what is it?
I can't remember.
It's some numbers after it. But if you put the Big Deal in there...
You may find him.
Yeah, and Charles Kelsey.
Try typing Charles Kelsey. We do apologise, Kelsey. We don't know the numbers off by heart. We're not...
Fucking that's why I hate Twitter. Because everyone can have the same name and you have to go for fucking numbers and a fucking post in the middle of it. So, the big deal. It's a big deal when you can't have your own name as you fucking finding.
It happens.
But no, you can find him on there. You find him on our Facebook page. He'll answer the Outlook as well. Also find him in Cornwall tomorrow.
Going up.
Cornwall.
Cornwall.
Sunshine and Buttercups.
For Future Championship Wrestling.
Yep. And if anyone does turn up there, I do warn you that entrance does get longer every time you listen to it.
And he hates it when you say that.
He hates it when I say that because he's like, it's the same count every time, Dave.
It's the same amount of no,
and I'm like, but you fucking got that on loop then.
It's the same, it's the same amount of syllables. It isn't to us. It feels like forever.
You've sat there with me, and it does get longer in your head, doesn't it?
It does at times. It's like I don't know what it is. It could be just a mind trick from the song. Dun, 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 dun. Every time you hear it, it's like
it's an extra repetition every time I hear it.
It's like just when you think it's about coming out, it's like dun, dun. It's just still going. It's like I thought it was coming out there. No.
But no, Cal Surox will be back with us next week.
Potentially. I'm most likely causing me havoc.
Yeah. You can find me on Facebook, just search Nathan Goff. You can find me in some pool competitions. I've just come off the back of a big win on Thursday night.
Hey!
The North Staff Sub-Merits Champion. Woohoo! So, I've come off the back of that win. You can also find me. I'm the Vice Chairman of the Monday Night League, which we are proudly sponsoring this year. Which is the Plaza Doubles League in Stoke-on-Trent, which is sponsored by the Plaza Pool Hall, AJ Services, Alpha Trophies, and ourselves. We're the four sponsors of the Monday Pool League this season, the Monday Doubles League. Hopefully I'll pick up a trophy in that. Everyone will be saying it's a fix if I do, but never mind, you can go fuck yourselves.
Fix!
No, me and my brother are playing this year. It's quite comical trying to watch the two of us coexist for a bit, and Mr. Kelsey's signed on as a reserve.
I've actually seen it, and the funny thing about it is, and you stated this best yourself. You know they're playing well when they're quiet.
Yeah. If we start talking to each other, it usually means shit's gone down.
It's going down.
It usually means that one of us has fucked up.
They're yelling timber.
Yeah, it usually means one of us fucked up, and it's usually me when I try to start potting everything that's on the table. Because he's quite conserved, and
it's brotherly love.
I'm quite flamboyant when it comes to, I don't like spending half an hour a frame where he's got all the time in the world, even though we have to start work before me, and he moans like a bitch when we leave at 11 o'clock.
But he wants the victory.
Yeah, it's like, I want to win, but I've got work at 5 in the morning, Dave. Can we hurry up?
Decisions!
Take the shot then!
Decisions! Gotta take my time with this shot. Otherwise I'll home early. And by the time he's come up with the answer, he's like, oh, it's 11 o'clock.
At which point, I've gone to the bar, come back, and I'm like, is it my go yet? No, I'm still on this shot. Well, fuck me. Well, what the fuck's taking so long? But no, if anyone wants to laugh, if you watch me and my brother play doubles, that's an entertaining night for anyone. This Monday we're up at the Rock Peel in Dresden, great venue, really family welcome. Anyone wants to come up watch us, you're more than welcome to come watch us. And then the week after, we're at home against the chairman, who I am going to give hell to. Also, if you go on our website, theplazaDoublesLeague.com, you'll find some of the write-ups that I do on there about the Monday League, which are quite entertaining. The language is probably really appalling because I suffer from dyslexia, but the write-ups are entertaining. A lot of people do like them because I quite openly take the mick out of myself and the chairman.
Kind of a bit like what you do with me now.
Yeah, but I actually do openly take the piss out of me and the chairman.
But you abuse me.
Does someone want to report?
What?
Does someone want to report it to the Matt Burns Abuse Association?
Please give Matt Burns.
But no, so that's it for us this week. You can, we will be back next week. You find us here. Any questions, send them in to The Burning Truth and we will answer them. Apart from that, folks, go watch your local wrestling shows.
And any regular shows that you do regularly watch, like WWE, TNA, Global Force Wrestling, Lucha Underground, or anything, or whatever you like.
You know, and then, now just to end the show is an appeal from the merch that is Matt Burns. Have you been onto the website? Have you seen something you like? Well, please fund this merch yours habit, because it can't stop buying merch. For every merch you buy means it's one more merch that gets adopted by Matt Burns in the future. So please look at Matt _Burns
Not
for
one.
all your merchandise needs.
No, Matt_Burns. Now just go to www.matt-burns.co.uk. Oh my god, you've actually got me to
Yes!
I give.
And now I can send them to Merch Horse Anonymous.
I need help!
So on that, folks, we'll end that this week. For all good merchandise, see mattburnsshop.com.